Am I hearing a helicopter, or is that my end only?
I don't hear anything.
I think I found a abandoned 1800s village
Really? Where?
way out in the woods.
Which way? Like, can I come to you?
It would take you quite a while to get here.
I can run.
What?
I can
Have
run.
you been traveling all night?
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
I've been walking here since we started the stream.
Oh. Is there a an old-timey stove there? Because apparently that's like the best stove that you can have when the power's out.
Yeah, there's a...
Because that's like the only one
There's
that you
an
can
antique
burn wood in.
antique oven.
Sounds about right.
It's got a pipe that goes through the wall.
Yeah, that's it. Apparently that's a really nice oven to have to survive on because it's the only one that you can actually burn wood in to cook stuff.
Now, can we take that oven, or do we just have
Yes.
to relocate there? Oh, we can take it.
You can, yeah, you have to relocate the oven to wherever you are. It's heavy, as far as I know, but you can take it. You might need the
Now-
skills for it.
Now, can we, like, is that village easily accessed by a vehicle?
Probably not.
Yeah, I had to walk through one of those roads that's just two wheel ruts, and then part of it was blocked by trees.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Sounds like a job for our lumberjack.
I'm too busy cutting up this wooden furniture.
You're just a serial furniture cutter.
I am.
Break into people's homes and break their furniture and then leave.
Yep. I mean, these people are all dead anyway, so they ain't gonna need it. Doing it is like in the middle of the night too. It's like 10 o'clock at night right now. Just in this buffet restaurant, destroying all the tables and chairs. A lot of wind going on in this game. I can hear it like whistling. Bye, giant nerd guy.
Wait, I don't think it's a helicopter I'm hearing. I think I'm hearing, like, distant gunshots?
Like, constantly?
Wait. Oh, I think it's the generator I'm hearing.
Yeah, it could be. I did just turn it back on before I left.
Searching for an axe.
We should probably look for a carpentry for beginners book here.
I'm sure we have one. It's in the big bookshelf there. Alright, this restaurant is just about cleared of all this evil furniture.
This house is clean.
This house is clean. Can I do these doors? No, I can't. Alright. How about across the way here? Can I do this bench? I can, and I will. At this point, I'm just trying to see, like, how far I can get my carpentry up if I just, like, super concentrate on it. Have you ever built something in real life? Anybody?
Yes.
What did you make?
Well, I guess I wouldn't say make. I did a lot of work on my uncle's house.
Hmm.
I installed the front and back doors. I helped reline the bathroom walls.
Hmm.
A lot of the handiwork I did with my grandfather. He's a pretty handy man himself.
I don't know that I ever really made that much. Like, I've installed, like, lights and stuff, or, like, ceiling fans and stuff like that a couple times. But nothing really major. I put together, like, IKEA things.
I could get away with being like a general contractor, I guess. Just easy, simple things, but more specialized stuff I probably couldn't do. Like electrical, I couldn't do that.
I'd be too afraid of shocking myself, just electrocuting myself to death.
But basic construction, I could probably handle really easy.
Kyle, what about you? You ever, like, make something, like, construction-wise?
Sorry, were you asking me?
Yeah, you. Kyle.
Car's really loud. 1 second. Can't hear anything.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can hear you. I just saw you go by. I swear the carpentry sounds is just like a guy knocking his palm on a table or a box.
Disassembling is you hammering nails into the wood.
So yeah, Kyle, have you built things before in real
Like
life?
hutches and stuff.
That counts.
Fences.
That counts for sure.
I could probably do like some basic. I don't know. Like he said, no electric stuff because that's too complicated for me. But could probably make like a basic. I don't know, house. I guess maybe.
Hmm. I'm definitely comfortable with IKEA furniture, and that's basically it. That's all I can do really. I could do simple stuff if I had like the instructions. Like I could put in a door, probably. I've never done it before, but I could probably do it.
Something I want to learn is like earthworks. So like I don't know. It's not necessary, but like if something bad did happen, you'd want to know how to build just straight out of the land.
Yeah. Like a hobbit hole.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of my manual labor skills are more or less centered around working on a ranch because my grandfather had a ranch.
You take care of animals and stuff?
He has horses.
Hmm.
I could get away with, I guess, what he used to do is he used to break horses, so get him ready to be ridden from being wild. In fact, the longest living horse we had at the time, he caught in the wild. And so I only know remember the basics and all the rhetoric he kind of like repeated and hammered into my head when I was a kid. So it's like I could get away with the simpler tasks of living on a ranch. So if anything, I'd be a good ranch hand. If it weren't for the fact that living where I do now, being out in the sun, is bad for me. Because I don't cool off very well. I could give myself heat stroke very easy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm very pale, and would not do well out in the sun. I do not do well out in the sun.
I'm pretty pale, but that's just because I don't go outside all that much. If I could cool off better or just pace myself in a better fashion, I could probably do it. But that's a lot of effort on my part to make sure that I don't just pass out.
I have some Irish ancestry in me, so I'm like just very pale. Like I would be pale even if I got some color in me. I would still look pale. But I also don't really go outside very much, so...
My excuse is that it's hot outside. Why do I need to be there?
Yeah, well, especially where you live. You live out in the friggin' southwest. It's always hot there. Friggin'
People
desert.
always ask me, what's it like to live out in the desert? I say, well, preheat your oven to 350 and then just kind of open the door after 10 minutes. That's what it's like to be here.
Preheat the oven to 350, then stick your head inside and die.
Like, it seems weird and mean to say that, but that's kind of what it's like. When you step outside, you're just walking into an oven.
Yeah, because it's like a dry heat. It's not like wet heat like Florida. It's just completely dry.
The humidity would make it so much worse, but that's just a different thing when you deal with humidity. I knew someone who, curious and like for pseudoscience, decided to see if they could bake cookies in their car while they were in work, and
You absolutely can, yeah.
Yes, they did. Their car smelled of cookies for a very long time.
You can even do that here where I live in the summer. On the hotter days. But like this place's hottest days are like your place's like medium days. Pile o' Crepe is the name of this restaurant. It's a pile of crepe.
I used to have a history teacher who, as a joke, said, "How can I trust a nation that calls their pancakes creepies?"
Apparently I can't disassemble these single tables in here. I can disassemble the booth tables, but not the non-booth tables. Weird.
I can't read this particular carpentry book because I don't have a level invested in.
What level are you in carpentry?
1, but I'm almost 2.
You'll just have to you'll have to read carpentry for beginners.
I did. I have a bonus, and it's like the smallest sliver, so I need to do something carpentry related.
Grab a hammer and a saw and a screwdriver and just find something wooden and take it apart.
I'll grab a saw and a plank and a board and I'll saw it. And I'll grab a ladder and a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it.
Alright. You do that.
Try and repair my bat, maybe that'll help.
Here's a topic then. What's your favorite zombie piece of fiction, whether it's a movie or a TV show or whatever, or a video game or anything. What's your favorite zombie thing?
That depends, because there's so much zombie media. Now, do you want like something serious or something funny?
I want your favorite, your absolute favorite.
Now that just depends on my mood. I liked Paranorman. That's not really a zombie flick, but they had zombies in it. Sort of.
I've never seen that.
It's a good movie. I suggest anybody watch it.
I suggest your face.
And
But
there's
do go on.
also another one I liked. I'm blanking on the name. I think it's called Warm Bodies.
Oh yeah, that's the rom-com, the zombie rom-com.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny. But for a more serious tone, I liked Land of the Dead. Can't
Land
ever
of
go
the
wrong
Dead,
with
really?
George Romero. I think it's the most recent George A. Romero one.
Land isn't the
people were
most
living-
recent, but it's one of the more recent ones.
I forget the order. It's like night, dawn, day. No,
Land.
yeah, it's Land of the Dead.
Land is 4.
Land
yeah.
of the Dead is the one with John Leguizamo, and I like that one.
See, I haven't seen that one because I heard it was bad.
It was all right.
I
feel like
really like Dawn.
I feel like people would like thought of Land as negatively because it kind of had, I guess, a social impact message on it.
Like it wasn't
But
very
I
subtle.
No, not really.
Mm.
The rich people lived in the really high-rise tower and kind of like had their own personal security guards to keep the poor people out. And then, well, you can kind of assume that where it's going with that. I don't want to
Sure.
reveal too much. Should you decide to watch it? It sounds like we have company outside.
Of the Romero movies, Dawn, the original Dawn of the Dead is probably my favorite. I like the original Night of the Living Dead as well, which is probably my second favorite. But Dawn is probably my favorite one. But as for like any other zombie things, I really like 28 Days Later. I thought that was a great movie. They're technically infected and not zombies, but they're basically undead. I do think that if we play this again, we should keep the zombie population low like this, but we should make them runners. Because it would keep like the tension. Because I did kind of, I was feeling some tension, even though there is no, like I feel a little bit of tension here, even though there's no zombies here. But like, not as much, because I know that if I see a zombie, I can just run away and it's fine. But if we make them runners, then the few times that we see zombies, we'll know that we won't have a very easy time of just running away. Like, we will have to do something about that. But I think I like the low population that we have going, because I think there is definitely still a little bit of tension, and you do run into zombies still, but it's not like, it's less of a hassle to like constantly run into zombies. Because at some point,
it's not too bad, but
well,
it's still quite a lot.
yeah, but like it was getting to the point where The zombies weren't really scary. They were just annoying. Like, I want to go into that building and get some stuff, but there's like 5 zombies there, and it's just like, Jesus, like, it's just not scary. It's just annoying that I can't go in there easily. But I think keeping them more rare can kind of keep the fear factor there a little bit better. The tension factor, at least.
I mean, right now there's about 30 zombies around me, so
Well, around you, I haven't seen a zombie for a while myself.
I'm gonna start killing them.
Good luck. What are you doing anyway? What are you up to?
Killing zombies.
What's your favorite zombie thing, Kyle?
So like video games, it would be like Stubbs the Zombie.
All right.
If you remember that, I don't know.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
It's a game for the Xbox.
That was a good one.
Well, it's got to be Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. That's a
And
good one.
if I was to pick a movie, it'd be 28 Days.
I really like 28 Days. Did you like 28 Weeks Later, or did you not like it?
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
A lot of people say they didn't like 28 Weeks Later. I thought it was really good. I don't like it as much as 28 Days Later, but I still really liked it.
It's the only movie, like the only zombie movie I've ever watched that didn't like get absurd at one point. It was always just the same level of, I don't know, tension.
Yeah. It
Like the
didn't get
zombies didn't
ridiculous.
stop being dangerous.
Yeah. I'm still hoping that he's going to make a third one at some point.
28 years later.
It's going to be that long by the time he makes it. I mean, 28 months wouldn't be bad. What else could they do after that, though? After they do like a 28 months, like what else is there? 28 years
decades later
would be weird. I could see him doing it though. I could see him doing 28 years later, but I feel like at that point it would be a little bit more samey because I think the only story that you could do is like have society return to normal after so long and then the zombies come back, but I feel like he kind of already did that with 28 weeks later. And I would think that Danny Boyle is not the kind of person who would just do like the same thing.
I think he would probably have to like move away from the 28 title theme and still make a movie set in that setting, but kind of just do a little bit different way.
Yeah. He'd go the other way and go 28 hours later. Have it set during when things were going to hell.
The initial outbreak.
Yeah.
Could.
28 seconds later. Nobody knows that anything actually is going on for the whole movie. There's just like hints on the radio that something's wrong.
There's reports of a break-in at the animal testing facility.
Yeah.
But nothing has really happened there, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So the entire plot is just it's a rom-com. And they get together in the end.
That's when it's the tie-in to Warm Bodies. It's a crossover.
Oh man, how could I forget one of my favorites, Shaun of the Dead?
Oh yeah, Shaun of the Dead is really good.
That's a good one, yeah. I only really like British ones, to be honest.
What was the third?
So you're a racist.
Yeah, it's very racist. I'm afraid for my life now, being an American. What was the third of those movies? Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and what was the third one? I
End of
haven't
the
seen
World.
it. End of the World. I should watch that sometime.
I
haven't
think
seen
I
it.
forget the specific title, but it's about the end of the world.
Is it?
There's the alien one as well.
Which one is that?
Forgotten the name.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? Was it Attack the Block?
I heard that was good. I should watch that too. I haven't seen it yet.
World's End. Sorry.
World's End.
Yeah, that's the one where the overarching theme is that they were trying to do a pub crawl, and they tried it when they were in high school but couldn't make it.
Hmm. There are
you
a lot
talking
of
about
movies.
Paul, the one with the
Paul?
alien.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
That was a good one.
I'm not super into Seth Rogen. I don't hate him, but I'm not like a super fan of him.
He's alright. He's pretty niche. I'm a big fan of Simon Pegg,
Yeah.
which kind of is a dual thing because I like Simon Pegg. I don't like Tom Cruise, so it's like I want to see Mission Impossible for Simon Pegg, but I don't like looking at Tom Cruise because he's just kind of a
Wait.
dick.
Simon Pegg is in that?
Yeah, he's in the newer Mission Impossible movie.
He's been in like a bunch of them. He's been in the last at least 3 or 4, I think.
I think it's 3 or 4 by now.
With Tom Cruise, I very much have to make an effort to separate the man from the art, because I like Tom Cruise movies. I like the Mission Impossible movies. I liked the Edge of Tomorrow or whatever movie, the one where he's, reliving the same Groundhog Day but an action movie. I like that movie. And I think that he's a fine enough actor, even if in real life he's absolutely insane and a Scientologist. But
that's how I feel about The Last Samurai.
I like
He's,
that movie too, yeah.
obviously heavily featured in it, but it's like I love the movie. Don't particularly care for him that much, so
yeah. But that's just, I have to separate the art from the artist at that point, because I like his movies even if I don't like him. I mean, he has certainly done some shit movies, but I think a lot of his movies are rather good, to be honest. Rather entertaining.
is it okay to water plants with tainted water? Will that affect them?
I wouldn't,
Probably.
but go ahead. I mean, we're not going to lose anything. We haven't even gotten a single fruit of that labor. It's taking too long.
I suppose I should ask is like, have you guys been using tainted water to water the plants?
I don't know.
Earl's the one who's been watering the plants.
Yeah. Rule was having trouble trying to figure out which berries were good or not. Last week, because you weren't here.
Well, killed all those zombies.
We pretty much needed Runo to play this with us so he could test the berries.
Exactly. I don't know why we didn't have Runo with us. Are there 2 of these in here? There are. Grab one. I'm up to 4 carpentry.
That's good, because I'm probably never coming back.
Well, it still doesn't really matter because, I mean, unfortunately, this is the last one. We are probably never going to play this particular map, or at least this particular save, again.
Oh.
Because in the future, I think it's likely that future versions of the game are not going to be compatible with old saves. I think that's fairly likely.
See, I'm curious if they'll add Undead Nightmare to Red Dead Redemption 2. That would be cool.
I feel like that could be iconic enough for them to do it.
It won't be single player. They'll do it in some kind of multiplayer form.
It'll be online, yeah.
You want everything to be online so they can monetize the shit out of it.
Yep.
Well, it's not too bad or anything. Like, I mean, I've earned everything just by playing the game at the moment. And it's fun, so it's not too much of a... It's nowhere near as bad as GTA Online. That's all I know.
Not yet, but they haven't had time to like add enough to it to make it as bad as GTA Online.
Mansions and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the roles at the moment, those are going to be in the game forever, and they're really easy to get, to be honest.
I want Red Dead, but man, the game is so big.
100 gigabytes, yeah.
Yeah. Thought it was like 120 or something.
Somewhere around that, yeah.
It'll get there.
The new friggin' Call of Duty is even bigger than that. Like the new like Modern Warfare or whatever I was reading was like 150
that was
gigs.
the weird thing. It's like Call of Duty's a first-person shooter. How big does it need to be?
It's first person like practically on rails shooter too. It's not like they give you the option to go explore the maps in that. You're pretty much set on a path. At least in the single player, which is where you would expect a lot of that data to be used.
Well, I know they're going to add Mexico to Red Dead.
Like the entire area that was in like the first one?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Eventually.
They never added anything like that to GTA 5, did they? They never like added an area.
No. In GTA 5, it's pretty much kind of like an isolated island.
Which makes no
For
sense.
map purposes.
Yeah.
And it's already pretty big as it is, so it's like they don't really need to add a whole new zone.
Well, it's big, but the problem is that people were hoping for multiple cities, like in San Andreas, where you could go to fake Vegas and fake Frisco, and they didn't have any of that. And they never added it to 5. The city, like GTA 5 itself, was bigger. I think a bigger map than San Andreas in its entirety. It's true, and the city, just the one city was definitely bigger than as it was portrayed in San Andreas. But I still think it would have been interesting for them to add Vegas and the other one.
Well, I mean, with the size of Red Dead 2, GTA 6 would be massive.
Maybe they'll finally do the big country. Maybe they'll finally do like all the cities, the Miami, the New York, and the LA.
Yes, hello friends, welcome. This is my computer where I play my games, and that over there in the corner is my PC that only plays Grand Theft Auto.
This is my 4 terabyte backup drive, and this is my 10 terabyte Grand Theft Auto 6 drive.
probably need like a NASA supercomputer to play it.
The water in this game looks weird.
Your face looks weird.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I used to see people post meme pictures of them choosing which game to keep, Red Dead or the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which one did they keep?
They used, you know, the picture of the cartoon space captain trying to press a button?
Yeah.
That was the reaction image. It's like, which one do you keep?
Someday I might play all the Spider-Man DLC if it ever like goes on sale, but I can buy it. Because I did like that game. It was a good game.
I've seen it played from several different people, and it's like, this reminds me of how good Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2 was. So it's like a callback to a good Spider-Man game.
shit.
Don't dead. Open inside.
Well, I just got bitten the first time.
Uh-oh.
Rip.
It's fine. I mean, to be honest, whenever you decide to leave is probably when we're gonna be about ready to stop anyway.
So I'm
I'm
looking at
walking
my...
along a large body of water.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds like... Is it a large body of water, or is it a river?
It was sort of like a river at first, and then it became a large body of water.
Did you which way did you go? North?
I went
Or-
way east, and then I went way north.
Because there is a very large river pretty much bordering almost the entire north side of the map. Although I think if you go east enough, you can get past it, or at least the river bends north, so you don't run into it if you went east far enough before going
The
north.
large body of water is to my west.
Yeah, that could be it. Alright, I'm gonna go out and see how far I can get my my carpentry skills. I'm up to 4 now.
So, I'm looking at my character info. I weigh 92 pounds,
Okay.
but I'm overweight.
Sure. I weigh 80 pounds. And I'm fit. Are you sure that's pounds? Are you sure it's not kilos?
Well, it just says 92.
Alright.
So I'm just assuming pounds.
It's probably kilograms. This is a British game.
But
Is
I'm
it?
fit, stout, and overweight. That's
I
me.
think it is.
I want to look that up now. I'm gonna brazenly Alt-Tab to another window and look that up while I'm streaming, because I don't care. It's the end of this
Streaming
game. It's
and
fine.
out in the open.
I'm in a burnt-out house. It's fine.
Burnt
In
out houses
alpha
mean nothing
stage,
to zombies.
Development by British and Canadian independent developer, The Indie Stone. So yeah, it is. It's British and Canadian.
Your face is Canadian.
It's not.
A British and Canadian developer making a game set in the most ruralist of American places, Kansas.
It's Kentucky, actually.
I thought it was Kansas.
Nope, it's Kentucky.
Is there a difference?
Kansas is very flat and Kentucky is very hilly.
Depends. Do you like corn?
Which is kind of kind of funny considering that this game as a map is very flat.
please look forward to it. Geostructuring. We'll be able to
Kansas.
with elevations.
Isn't very forested though.
That's
This
true.
map is.
Kansas is literally flatter than a pancake. I read that like a while ago. Like if you were to take the like entire topographical like map of Kansas and compare it in size to like a pancake. Kansas is literally flatter than a pancake.
What I need for carpentry? A hammer and a saw?
Hammer, saw, screwdriver, I think are the three main ones. Yeah.
How do you stomp?
It's space. You have to like be in the right position. It's the same as push. So like even if you have a weapon in your hand, you can still push if you just use space. And then when they're on the ground, you have to like be over them in a particular position, and you press space again, and it stomps.